Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Trent Thornton, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Ready now, Jose Iglesias, as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
The shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Hey, Matty, we're taking a look at a team right here, Dero. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
The 1-2. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started.
Batting second.
So striding forward now, Ramon Urias comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Way late on the fastball for strike one. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
So here's Trey Mancini. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1.
No, inside.
Good riding action to that thing, and it's ball and 2 strikes. This is line to left. Hernandez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Orioles nothing. Blue Jays coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Alex Cobb gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was Looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this one runs up high, ball one. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. 6th home run on the season for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. fouled away. He'll enter play here at 323. 13 home runs, 27 driven in. 0-1, here it comes. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Into the box, Lourdes Gurriel. Line towards center field. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting fourth. No left fielder.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. What's the key for a home win here tonight, Mark?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
He'll check in here at 277. 10 home runs and 23 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Yes.
To the plate now, Bo Bichette. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Bichette, a 22-year-old. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Cobb is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Hayes on the run for it, and it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Roll, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Here's Randall Grichuk. Yes, he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees at strike 1. He'll step in here at 275. 14 homers, and the RBI count at 35. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 3 runs already home here. Skied into straightaway right. Mancini makes the catch for out number 3. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Orioles nothing. And here's Renato Nunez. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. A 1 pitch on its way. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Dwight Smith Jr. And he fouls this one off. 264 is average entering play. 5 homers and 14 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Guerrero is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping into the box, Anthony Santander, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Out in front of it, strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. Grounded softly down the line toward first. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Now in the box, Reese McGuire, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. And he is in there. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Into the box now, Billy McKinney. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Chop to first. Davis has it, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
At the plate now, Kevin Biggio hits softly down the line at first, but a foul ball here, 0-1. McGuire stands at third with one gone in the inning. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
The batter, number 44.
Standing in now, Rowdy Tellez as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. One and 2, here it comes. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles nothing.
Welcome back to the Rogers Center, home of the Blue Jays, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun."
The catcher,
Matt, back to you.
Austin.
Thank you, Heidi. Now the pitch. Austin Wynns is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Now here's the pitch. That one's going to find the seats, strike one. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 4 home runs, 9 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. High that time with the slider, taken for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two pitch is fouled away. Now here's the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. And here's Grichuk to make the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail here 4-0. Bottom of the inning now, and now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Oscar Hernandez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Behind 0-2 now. And he misses there, 1-2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line toward the gap in left center. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Next will be the designated hitter, Bo Bichette. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Now here it comes.
That's outside.
The 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Hit on the ground to third. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Hayes on the run for it. Still ranging back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Randall Grichuk leaves the yard with a solo shot. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Stepping in now, Reese McGuire. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Now the 1-0. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. We played 3 full, and the lead is now 5-0. Striding into the box, Ramon Urias. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Ground ball right side. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Number 15.
Coming to the plate now, Trey Mancini hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Nope.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's in.
No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
In now, Renato Nunez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that. No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Fouled away. Bounce towards the second baseman. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. That'll bring up Billy McKinney. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
The 1-1. Hits this one hard the other way. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Now batting, Kevin Biggio. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Popped him up. Iglesias is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Rowdy Tellez. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. High and deep to right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. Here's a high pop-up. Wins, waits on it, and that's the third out. Jays add one more on the solo home run. We played 4. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Orioles nothing. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. Standing in, Dwight Smith Jr.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And now a pitch on the way. High and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Hernandez, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
So up until this point, they've had to bite and scratch for every single thing, but he puts a good swing on this one and nearly knocks it out of the park. So we'll see if it's contagious and his partner can pick him up right here.
Anthony Santander the next to bat, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Fouled off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box, Austin Hayes, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. One out and a runner on second base. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Popped him up. Tellez is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now
digging in to try it again. Austin Wins. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the belt, the pitch.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. Wins. Stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was taken in the 10th round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Hernandez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Bo Bichette.
Stepping into the box, Bo Bichette. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Driven nicely into the gap. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Spin and a throw back to second, and he just manages to get his hand in. He's set. Here it comes. Drilled on the ground is short. Right to Iglesias. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next to bat for Toronto, Reese McGuire. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
0-2.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Misses. Ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
Reaches out for 1 and hits it on the ground to second. Right to him. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Orioles nothing. Chris Davis at the plate now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
At the plate now, Jose Iglesias, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And this is taken. It's a ball and a strike now to the Baltimore shortstop. That's popped up. Tellez in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And he popped him up. Oh, and he misses it.
I'm not sure if this happened or not, but sometimes when you're playing behind a pitcher who's doing all of the work himself, you get caught up a little bit in kind of a trance and you get lulled to sleep out there. Looked like to me he was caught a little off guard when the play came his way.
Here's another 1-2. Weakly hit to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
Runner at first following the error. And set to go is the second baseman, Ramon Urias. He's set and the pitch.
That's out.
Runners on first with one down. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2-1 now. From the stretch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. 2 gone. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick him up right here.
Popped him up. Biggio has a play, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on no hits, 2 costly errors, and a runner left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Toronto leads this one 6-0. At the plate, Billy McKinney. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Billy McKinney.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No, that's down.
So far on the year, McKinney is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
At the plate, Kevin Biggio. As it's on the ground toward the hole. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Great job to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back, so you just want to make sure you get it on the ground, and that's an easy RBI.
Rowdy Tellez will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. from the stretch. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
And a dive, but he's back. Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Guerrero is on his way home. He'll score easily as they extend their lead even further. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Sean Armstrong gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Count even now at 1-1. From the stretch. Still only one out in the inning. To 2-2 now.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette, and it's fouled away. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Bichette carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Hard on the ground towards short, and that is through into left field, a base hit. And he'll be tagged out heading toward the plate, and with that, the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. The Jays are out in front, 9-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Renato Nunez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. down by a bundle. It's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. Nunez takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate. And they are now on the board, though still well behind.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Striding in, Dwight Smith Jr. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Well, the pitcher can claim that one slipped all he wants, but that looked intentional to me. He goes with the heater up and in and absolutely drills him. That's dangerous, and I'm surprised that the ump appears to.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Tired a bit as he reached the seventh, but he's got a shot at the victory if his bullpen can help him out. Thomas Pannone comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 45.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Pannone, a 25-year-old. He was a 9th-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Austin Hayes.
So now to the plate, Austin Hayes, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Line towards center field. McKinney is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Up next for the Orioles, the catcher, Austin Wynn.
In now, Austin Wynns. No hits to this point. From the belt, the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. McKinney on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. A run, a hit, and a man left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Blue Jays 9 and the Orioles 1. Stepping in, Rendell Grichuk. Lifetime against this pitcher, batting at an even 400.
Rendell.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1. Armstrong stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Reese McGuire. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Hayes on the run for it, and this will get all the way to the wall now. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
At the plate now, Billy McKinney. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. Now the 1-1 pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
The batter, number 8.
Into the box, Kevin Biggio. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. This is pulled into right. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
At the plate, Rowdy Tellez. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. He might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His third home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Richard Blyer enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Richard Blyer. Next to the Blue Jays, the third baseman.
To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he rips it on the ground to second. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Blue Jays 12 and the Orioles 1. Into the box now, Chris Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Standing in now, Jose Iglesias, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. On the run is Hernandez. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Ramon Urias. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground to the right side. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trey Mancini. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Orioles leave 1. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in for the Jays, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Bouncer up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Fouled away. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
So base is empty now after the double play, and striding forward the designated hitter, Bo Bichette. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. A pause and the 0-2. Now a ball swung on and hit to Davis over at first. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Blue Jays. But don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Pitch is popped up. Therefore it is Guerrero, and that's the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. High in the air out to center field. McKinney's there for it. 2 gone.
Now back.
Ready once again, Austin Hayes. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Baltimore down to their final strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Fouled off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hard liner to center field. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. And he's safe.
Man, I don't know how, but they've been booting the ball all over the yard, and they still have the lead. Sometimes you win despite your defense instead of because of it, but they can't keep doing this.
Into the box now, Austin wins as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Not the best changeup there, an easy take. Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And that's through into left, a base hit, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, and when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
In now, Chris Davis, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
That's an obvious mistake on the pitcher's part. You speed him up with the first one and blow it right by him, and you do him a favor by giving him a changeup. I mean, that's a pitch he can handle right there.
Justin Miller gets the call here as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off.
Number 60, Justin Miller.
Into the box, Jose Iglesias, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
2 down, runners at first and second. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
Hot shot on the ground is short. He's got it. Throw onto first, and the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but Paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
12-3 is the way this one ends. The Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Trent Thornton earns win number 7 on the season. Alex Cobb permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.